Okay, let's get started. Make your way to your chair. Of course, if you prefer to stand for any portion of this class, you're welcome to be standing instead of sitting. I'm going to start with a seated warm-up. If you're sitting, make sure you find your sit bones. All right, so we're not slouching into our tailbone and putting all that pressure into the low back, but we're going to lift, zip, lengthen, and open. Take a deep breath, reach up as high as you can. Exhale, bring it down. Big deep breath, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good, just take it to some shoulder shrugs, lift and lower. Being really intentional about the movement, lifting those shoulders all the way up, lower. Keep going, I'm just gonna let somebody into class here. Excellent. You can start to add a little rotation to the shoulders now. Lift, loop them back, down and around. That should feel good. And one more time. Fantastic. I want you to bend your arms at the front and then press your hands behind you. Reach for the wall behind you. Bend and press. A little rotation of the wrist halfway through so the palms are up. Palms are down. And just bringing some movement into our shoulders, our wrists, our elbows. Awesome. One more time, and then we're going to start to swim forward. Bring the arms around. Front crawl. Keep swimming. I'm going to let somebody else into class. Perfect. And then take that to a back curl. Again, just working through an intentional but comfortable range of motion. So if your shoulders are a little sore, a little tense, a little tight, don't push through any pain. Just work through a comfortable range of motion. Okay, let's take it to a breaststroke now. Reach both arms forward, open wide, round and open. Fantastic. Good, keep that going. I'm gonna let somebody else, two more people actually into class. Awesome. There we go. Wonderful. Good, good, good. Okay, that should be good for the shoulders. Let's give them just a little break and focus on the hips, lifting one knee at a time. Check in with the posture. Nice tall torso. Abs engaged so the back feels strong and long. Perfect. Keep lifting those knees nice and high for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your knee nice and high, but pick it up and over. Pick it up and bring it back in. Other side, up and over, up and in. We're going to keep a steady torso. Keep the chest pointing straight ahead. Using your strong abdominal muscles to brace yourself in place. Up and over, up and in. One more time each side. Fantastic. Good. Lifting your heels up and down. Just lift your heels, press the front of your ankles forward, and then lower the heels up and down. Keep that going. Awesome. Good, and then switch it up, keep the heels down and pull your toes. Maybe you can't see my toes on the back here. Pull your toes up to your shins, lower, lift, and lower. Good, don't forget about your posture. Tall and strong, lift and lower. Again, really intentional about picking those toes as high as you can, feeling some muscles maybe you didn't even know you had down the front of your lower legs. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, one more time. Good, let's pause here for a big deep breath. Exhale. Good, now I like to place my hands on top of my thighs just to feel the muscles working. A little positive feedback for me. And you're gonna lift your knees just a little bit, straighten and bend. Lift a little, straighten and bend. So you're getting some of that pressure off the back of your leg. Making the top of your leg work a little harder. by lifting it up, then straightening and lower. And you can feel the muscles working hard. Awesome. Again, using your strong abdominal muscles to keep a tall posture. Don't let yourself slouch down into your low back. Stay tall, stay strong. Excellent. Good. 2 more on each side. Breathing easy. 1 more. Other side. Fantastic. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. March it out on the spot. Go back to those deep breaths. Inhale, big reach, big stretch, lengthen the spine, stretch. Exhale, bring it down. Again, deep breath. Exhale. Bring it down. 1 more deep breath. Exhale. Bring it down. Keep marching back to the shoulder rolls. Lift, loop, back, down, all the way around. Excellent. Keep going, keep marching, rolling those shoulders. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep marching, arms come up, and we press and pull. Press and pull. Good. I want you to imagine you're pushing a heavy door. Push and pull. What are we pulling? I don't know. Something heavy. Pull, push, and pull. Keep marching. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull it in. Hands in front. Knees come up. 10. Good. 9, 8, 7, 6. You're feeling it right through the center because you're holding that strong posture. 4 more. 3, 2. Okay, let's kick it. Kick it. Just lift that knee a little bit and straighten. Lift and straighten. Reaching for the opposite toes. Awesome. Good. Keep going. Maybe a little faster. At a pace that feels a little bit breathy, but still manageable. For 4, 3, 2, and 1 more time. March it out. Deep breath. We're going to repeat that little pattern a couple more times, just enough to get the heart rate up a bit. Get the blood flowing. Make it feel like we're working out. Awesome. Good. March it out. Shoulder rolls back, down, all the way around. Really activating those shoulders. Getting deep into the shoulder girdle. Good. Lift, lower, loop it all the way around. That's it. 4 more. We're marching. If it gets to be too much, settle the feet if you need to. But if you can, keep marching. 1 more time. Hands come up to the chest. Ready. We press and pull. Press and pull. Good. Feeling super strong in the upper body here. Press and pull. Yes. Press and pull. For 4, 3, 2, and 1 more time. Hands in front. Knees come up. Let's go. Up and up. Good. Chest up, chin up, breathe, smile, keep it going. For 6, 5, good. 4 more, then we kick it out. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's kick it. Ready, and reach for the opposite toes. Keep the chest up. No slouching forward. Stay tall, stay strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very good, very good. 1 more. March it out. Deep breath. Woo. 1 more time. Through that little routine. After this deep breath, we go again. 1 more time. Lift the shoulders up, back, down, all the way around. Keep it going. Excellent. Hopefully you worked out any little kinks you had in your shoulders. Maybe you find, maybe you even notice that things are just moving a little easier now. You might be tired, but the actual joints are just a little bit more fluid. The movements are a little bit smoother. That's awesome. 2 and 1. Hands to the chest. Ready? We press and pull. We press and pull. That's it. Keep it going. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. Pull. And let's go. High knees up for 10. Awesome. Good. We're working hard, but you're still able to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Smooth, easy breaths. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Very good, very good. One more time. Kick it out, kick it out. Last set. 8. Yes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. March it out on the spot. Big, deep breaths. Good. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Bring your hands to your hips or rest them comfortably, maybe on your armrest or whatever you got going on. Just a soft, easy heel dig in front. Slow it down a bit. Stretch that hip out. Extend the quad here. Smooth and easy. Breathe. Nice work. 2. One more. Awesome. Good. Lift those heels up and down. Press the ankles forward, up and down. Just lift and lower. Focus on your breath. Keep going. I'm going to let someone in here. Just keep going. Perfect. Good. And then switch it up again now. Instead of the heels, lift the toes. Toes. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Good. Keep going. Great work. 2 and 1. Fantastic. Deep breath. As the arms come down, lift one knee and hold it. We're going to really focus on the ankle rotation. Just like we did with the shoulders, being very intentional, articulating just right through the ankle joint there. Excellent. One more. And reverse. It's okay if you're hearing a lot of creaking, crackings, as long as it's not painful. One more. Excellent. Let's take a deep breath. Other side. Hold it. Roll it. Oh, that feels good on this side. You ever notice that one side's just a little tighter or something just feels better on that side? You probably need just a little extra work on that side. Other way, other direction. It's good to just listen to your body and realize what's going on. Start to be aware of, you know, what feels good, what doesn't. Maybe why it feels good, why it doesn't. Take a deep breath. Amazing. Let's transition to some standing exercises. Take a minute, grab a sip of water. That was a great 15 minutes of aerobic exercise, continuous movement, getting the heart rate up. So that's awesome. We're going to transition now to some standing exercises. So just settle in to a spot where you've got something to hold onto for support, whether that's your countertop, a chair, as long as it's sturdy, maybe a little even sturdier than mine, or the wall or something. So just take a second, settle in. Are you ready? I'm gonna fix my camera angle. Adjust this a little bit now that we're standing. Okay. That's better, I think. Stand tall, stand strong, feet under your hips or maybe even under your shoulders. Soften your knees, tighten your tummy, lift your chest, shoulders back and down. Feeling strong, feeling tall. We're gonna transition from seated to standing heel raises. So using your support, whether it's your chair or maybe you're holding onto the countertop or your walker. But we're gonna lift our heels, press your ankles forward, just like when we were sitting. Lift and lower. Up and down. Good. Keep it going, keep it going. That's it. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. You can feel the muscles in the lower part, your calf muscles working hard. Let's give them a nice stretch into a lunge. Square up the hips, just lengthen up this leg, stretch it out here for a moment. Check in with your balance. You're holding on as you need to. Maybe you're not holding on. Awesome. And then continuing to use this balance, use this flexibility, this mobility through the hip and the ankle. And then lift the back heel, rising onto the ball of the back foot and lower. Continuing to strengthen the ankle and the muscles that support the ankle back there. Up and down for 4, 3, 2. Nice work. One more. Nice work. Good. Bring your feet together. Other leg goes back. Lunge it out. For the first little bit, we'll just let our body sort of relax into this posture. Getting that mobility through the hip and the ankle. Fantastic. Waking up those tinier stabilizing muscles and structures that keep us upright, our balancing supports here, everything kind of waking up, feeling the toes moving, feeling the ankles moving a little bit just to help you balance. And then we'll lift that back heel. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic, good. Get your feet underneath you. Stand with your feet even maybe a little wider than shoulder width apart, or a little wider than you normally have them. Nice wide base of support here. Give your knees a little wiggle. We don't want them locked out, but we do want everything sort of waist up, nice and tight here. We're gonna tuck the tailbone under, lift the belly button, kind of suck it up, zip it up. Shoulders are wide, power stance. From here, we're gonna remember to breathe, and we're gonna use the muscles in the side body just to do a little torso twist. From left to right, right to left. Perfect. Remembering that this isn't about just swinging our body through the motion, it's about using the muscles to do the work. Continuing to make your spine a little longer. Make yourself a little taller with each rotation. Excellent. And then if you want to add a little extra challenge, extend your arms straight out to the sides. Good. But again, keeping the focus in through the torso. Making yourself taller. Picturing your spine getting longer with each twist. We've got 2 more. Breathe. You can do it. 1 more. Come back to center and release. Good. Now, maybe you've got your chair in front of you or something else in front of you for support. We're going to strengthen the hip stabilizers with some leg lifts out to the side next. Okay, so take a moment, tuck those hips under, lift the chest, open the shoulders, and then lift your leg to the side with your knee still pointing straight forward. So don't rotate the hips with your knee pointing to the ceiling, but rather keep that knee pointing straight ahead and then the hips tucked under. Easier said than done. Just do the best you can. You don't need to lift that leg very high. Keep the hips tucked under and we lift. And you're going to feel that right in through the side hip there. That gluteus medius hip stabilizing muscle. Working the hardest here. Keep going. We're going to tick-tock for 2 more. Breathing easy. And then we're going to come back to this first side for 4. And lower. 3. 2. And 1. Nice. Other side for 4. You know it's the hip stabilizer that we're working because you can feel it on the leg that's stabilizing you. 2. It's the same muscle. And 1. Awesome. Give a little wiggle. You can stay right where you are. We're going to get into the back side. Take the toes of one leg, tuck it behind you. Tuck the toes behind you. So your shoelace is pointing down to the floor. Tuck the hips under a little bit and simply bend that knee. Squeeze the lemon behind your knee, extend and squeeze. We're working the muscles when it's extended. You can feel the glutes and the hamstrings tighten up with that leg extended behind you. And then the hamstrings go into extra high gear with the knee flexion right here. Squeeze, touch, squeeze, and touch. Good. Bottom leg is a little bit bent, just so that knee is not locked out. 2 more. Nice work. 1 more. Good. You're going to probably want to give that a little wiggle. Standing up tall and strong. Take the other foot, tuck the toes behind you. Keep the shoelaces pointing down at the floor. Feel how the glutes and the hamstrings tighten up just with that leg extended behind you. And then make it work even harder. Squeeze the lemon. Touch and squeeze. Just watch that you're not sagging forward or leaning forward. We want to be tall with those hips tucked under. And the leg extended and bending. It's a lot, I know. Do the best you can. Work with the best form possible. 2 more. 1 more. And wiggle that out. Wow, great work. Excellent. Grab your weights and meet me back in the chair. Perfect. Nice work. Now, of course, if you want to stay standing, that's fine too. You've got some weights. You've got your posture. You're feeling strong. Nobody could push you over. Shoulders are back and down. And we're going to start with some hammer curl. So palms are facing in. Hammer curl and down. Good. Don't swing the weights past your body. Stop just when the elbows go straight or almost straight, and then we bend. Excellent, good. Keep that going. We'll change it up in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, open it up, palms are forward, bicep curl for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Palms face in again. Hip hinge. Okay, so you've got a meter stick, a yardstick. It's going down your spine. You're going to keep every vertebrae touching that yardstick and then hinge forward. Weights come up and down. Up and down. Just to the top of the hip and down. And at the top of the hip, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades a little closer together. Squeeze. Good. Every vertebrae is touching that yardstick and your abs are braced. So you've got that corset feeling wrapping around your abdomen. Squeeze and lower. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll pause here, and then we're going to go back to that posture, but give your back a little break. If that's too intense, if the hip hinge was too intense, just stay up tall for this next exercise. Okay. If it felt okay, like it was work, but it wasn't painful, stay up nice and tall. Hip hinge. Bring it back to the top of your hips, and from here, we kick it back. Hips and extend. Hips and extend. Good. Nice neutral spine. Every vertebrae is touching that yardstick. The back of your head is against that yardstick. Breathe in. You got this. Come on. 5, 4, 3. Keep those elbows in. 2, and 1. Excellent. That was not easy. Give it a little wiggle. Nice work. We worked biceps, we worked triceps, we worked upper back. Now we're going to get into the shoulders. Okay, shoulder work usually means we're working overhead. Doesn't have to, but today we are. So today's shoulder work, we're going to be working up top. So for you, that might mean you set the weights down. If you've got some struggles with your shoulders right now, or if your doctor is investigating some heart stuff going on, then we need to be a little bit more cautious with working with your arms overhead. Okay, if shoulders feel good, heart feels good, everybody's good, then you can keep the weights and work in that challenging but still safe zone, we'll say. Okay, but remember, you've always got the option to set your weights down if you need to. We're going to take both arms up into goalpost position, palms facing forward, elbows back as if we've got our back to the wall, our elbows on the wall, and our wrists on the wall, the back of our hands on the wall. Remember, the back of your ribs should also be touching that wall. So we're not arching forward, but we're staying nice and strong. Okay, let's just stay right here. Let's just practice this posture for 5, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, relax. How did that feel? If that was tough, then maybe you set the weights down as we add on. If that felt challenging but okay, then let's go again. Everybody's got that posture now. Everybody's got good technique. And we're going to pump the right arm up for 4. Just keep that left arm there for 3. Pump it up for 2. Breathing for 1. Good. Hold the right. Pump the left for 4. 3. You got it. 2. And 1. Awesome. Bring it down. Give your shoulders a little break. Check in. How did that feel? Are you ready to go back up again with the weights? If you've got options, maybe you lighten up the weights. Maybe you set the weights down. Maybe you stay right where you are. Here we go. It's 4. We're adding on. 3, 2, 1. Other side. 4, 3. Breathing, most important. 2, 1, both arms. 4, weights meet at the top, lower with control. 3, breathe. 2, and 1. Slowly bring it on down. Awesome. We're adding on one more time. Okay, so again, maybe you set the weights down, maybe you change it up, maybe you stay right where you are. Last set, we're adding on. Ribs are anchored, you're feeling strong. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both. 4, control. 3, breathe. 2, and 1. Here we go. Palms face in. Did you see that little switch with the wrist there? And we bicycle for 4, 3, 2, final push. 1, bring it on down. Nice work. Set your weights out of the way. I'm gonna put mine right up top here. Nice work. Take a breath if you can still lift your arms. Might feel like they don't want to go up there. Give yourself a great big hug. Wrap your arms around. If you can get your hands to your shoulders, just kind of place them there and almost press them down. Tuck your hips, lift your belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Big belly breath. One more. Good. Take note which arm's on top right now. We're going to take a deep breath. Big stretch. Other arm comes up top. Wrap it around. Bring the shoulders down. Take that breath right to your belly or right even to your upper back. Kind of fill your lungs. Feel that stretch. Just fill your torso with a good deep breath. Exhale and release. Bring your arms behind you. Grab the back of your chair. Feel your shoulder blades or squeeze your shoulder blades together. If you want, bring yourself forward on your chair and kind of walk your arms up, and you'll feel that just a little more intensely. Just stretch to the point where you feel it. It's a little bit challenging. It's maybe a little uncomfortable, but it's not painful. Fantastic. Walk your hands down, right down to the side of your chair. Check in with that posture. Ribs are anchored, spine is long. Little chin tuck to lengthen the back of your neck, and then tilt your ear to one side. Good. My poor dog is barking away. We have this discussion before I start class. He always thinks that he wants to go outside right before I come upstairs to start class. And so I tell him, if you go out now, you're going to have to stay out for 45 minutes. He doesn't understand. Back up, turn your head slowly, twisting, looking to the side. So he's been barking for the last 15 minutes. Take your nose down to your armpit. Good. Slowly come up back to center, looking to the other side. Take your nose down to your armpit. And back to center. Excellent. Straighten one leg out in front. Heel to the floor. I think you know this one, but I'll back up so hopefully you can see a little better. Heel to the floor, so this leg's nice and straight. Toes are pointing up to the ceiling, so not flopping off to the side, but you're using your muscles to hold that leg nice and straight. This leg's just for support. Inhale, I want you to think about making yourself taller, lengthening your spine. Exhale, lead with your chest, hinge forward and hold. Head stays above your heart. Maybe you see if you can reach your toes today. Maybe it's a good toe reaching day. Maybe you're closer than you were last week. Wonderful. Come on up, bring that leg with you. Instead of full ankle circles, we're just going to focus on pointing the toe down, scooping to the baby toe, point the toe down, scoop to that big toe. Just getting a nice stretch across the top of the ankle, mobilizing through the ankle. Awesome. And then finding that nice hip opening stretch that feels good for you. So if you can get yourself right up into a nice figure four, seated figure four stretch, fantastic. If this isn't great for you today, you're just not there yet, no problem. Find a happier spot for your hips. But do try to get some external rotation through the hip, enough that you feel a little something, something. And you can breathe. That's great. Good. Give your leg a little hug if that feels nice. And then extend the other leg out in front. Heel to the floor. Pull the toes back. Inhale, lengthen the spine like there's a string pulling you up from the top of your head. And then that string is pulling you forward until you feel a gentle pull in the back of your straight leg. And that's when you know just to stop and hold it there. Come on up slowly and bring your leg with you. Good. Scooping from the big toe to the baby toe. Good. Excellent. And again, scoop it so that the knee points out to the side. You're getting that external rotation through the hip. Up top is fantastic. Give yourself a little more space to work with if you need it. Sometimes just even moving that bottom support leg, the foot around just a little bit, helps find that sweet spot for the stretch. Fantastic. Good. Give the leg a hug. That felt really good. I think I could have stayed there for a little longer. You can if you want. Or if you're ready, take a deep breath and stand. Woo, stretch it all out. Awesome. Nice work. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Enjoy your Monday.